The bulls are backing Bitcoin after weeks of altcoin accumulation. October 30th, Bttc puts on the big bad cape and surfaces to give TRON and BitTorrent some mainstreaming powers. Guys, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that bell. I promise you, if you subscribe and hit that bell, you are not going to disappoint yourself, because you're going to get insights that you're not going to find everywhere on the internet, and I'll put you ahead of the curb, leave you better than you came. So do me a favor, hit the like button and the bell. The bell's important, and subscribe if you're a returner. I appreciate you very, very much. Let's do our flash round through the news, and let's check out and see what the prices got to say for themselves. By the way, TRON price prediction, falling wedge points to breakout targeting 10 cents. That's the news on the street according to Investing Cube. We'll get into that in a minute, and what BTC has to say about the prices surging and not purging. We got Bitcoin moves past 49K as Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp go down, and boy did they go down. They crashed and burned yesterday. There was nothing happening. My internet marketing companies were kind of semi-frozen, dealing mostly with existing clients. Let's see, Bitcoin, we got you at 50,000. Am I going to eat crow? Are you going to be excited? I don't think so. No, but you can try. We got nothing, because I got to go over the prices. 50,062. We got Ethereum at 34.44. Let's see what's happening with TRON at 0.096, almost 10 cents. We got, and by the way, I'm going to talk about it in a minute, TRON at $1 and BTT at 25 cents. I think that's some pretty powerful stuff for anyone who's a hodler, right? So I'm going to get into that soon. Now let's see. We got Pancake at 1960. Where's BTTT? BTTT, where are you? 0.003, in my opinion, the investment of a lifetime. Not really something typical at all. So, during the outage, many crypto Twitter users called for the need for a decentralized social network built on blockchain. You know, I was watching the other day Joe Rogan, and he was talking with another very famous YouTuber, and I forget his name right now. It's the Valuetainment guy. And the Valuetainment guy was asking him, what do you think you're the guy to basically make it so that this monopoly with Facebook and Twitter sort of gets some competition? And the short answer was no, because he enjoys what he currently does. But I find it funny that after they were discussing it, not too long later, you got this 16,646 total views and 19 shares, and the topic is on the table. So, truth is, there is a bit of a monopoly going. Even though others are free to join the party, it can be very, very difficult to build a new social network that is big enough to compete. However, somebody should do it, because the fact of the matter is, if there isn't any great competition, and if you think you're beaten before you've started, well, you never have a chance to win. Let's go to the hop. Bitcoin price dips. Would you like to help? But I do not know. Okay, sorry guys, I do not want this to be popping up here right now. However, it is what it is, and I don't want to freeze things up. So let me see if I can just put a stop to that. Sorry guys, one more little second here. Forgot to close one window, and I don't want the messaging to be coming in. Okay, we're back. Bitcoin price dips are being bought up strongly, but a 50K close remains key. Well, of course it remains key, and we're sitting at 50 right now. However, I do not, and again, yes, bullish on Bitcoin. I don't see it. I don't see it holding higher than 45. I still see us range bound 30 to 45 for the rest of the year, and I see 100K next year. Let's go to As Cointelegraph reported, the odds are on for some sort of Bitcoin exchange traded ETF fund to get to US regulatory approval this month. So I think that a lot of the hype is really centered on that, and I think it's already priced in. In other words, if it gets approved, which I don't believe it will, I believe it'll get approved eventually. I don't think it's going to get approved this month. And I think when it doesn't, in my opinion, get approved this month, the price is going to take another hit and you might see 35 grand before the next ascent. You may see it tip to 30 grand, in my opinion. I do not see it, even if it gets approved and I'm wrong, flying higher to 100 like people think, or much higher than what I've already said, because it's already priced in, guys. The ETF getting approved is priced in. A futures-based ETF go-ahead is likely the first, as the Securities and Exchange Commission kicked the can regarding a decision on traditional product until at least November. The market, well, I didn't know that. The market has been pricing in the landmark moment for some time, but a decision could nonetheless upend sentiment and with it, the current state of play in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GTBC. And for those of you that are going to say, well, you highlighted all this, and what do you mean you didn't know that part? I didn't read the whole thing. I just read this. I thought it would be interesting to talk about, and I highlighted this and the rest just to see if there's more to go on. Anyway. Grayscale has said that it intends to convert its flagship crypto funds to ETFs when circumstances allow. And comment down below, tell me what you think. Wild data about a $1 TRX and about a 25-cent BTT, like I've been saying for many, many months, because it will happen in my opinion. GBTC utterly. Oh, by the way, somebody asked me in the comments section if I think that BTT, if I'm remembering this right, okay, I may not be, so if I'm not, forgive me. If BTT is a better investment, or no, I think it was a better return than TRON TRX. It depends on the timing. I mean, overall, I guess BTT, if Tron's at 10 cents, you have BTT at, 0.003. I think they're both very good, and I think the timing could, that could be up for debate. I mean, long term, very long term, I think probably BTT because it's so cheap, but it's really a close race with Tron. But I would lean to BTT long term if you're talking actual ratio of return and how much you can buy up like a savage here at these prices and what low prices like that mean. However, it does not mean that the reverse can't end up happening. So, in short, they're both really, really good. So, let's see what is happening with, which is pretty crazy. Silvergate Bank issues 100 milli credit line to mining for Marathon Digital. Guys, you know what 100 million is? It's a lot of donuts. That's a lot of confidence. We remain optimistic, and if that's not another sign of big time mainstreaming, I don't know what is. I mean, 100 milli. We remain optimistic that we are well positioned to scale our hash rate to 13.3. All right. BTTC, Tron, what do we got here? Where am I? Where am I? Why did I put this page up here? I don't remember. Let's see. I honestly do not remember. I was probably, well, obviously I was looking for some BTTC chain news and information. And this may be a page that I'm going to just keep moving on. Tweet mocking how little value NFTs have is turned into 5K. Listen, when you can mock something and turn it into 5K, you know that there's a hotspot happening. And with the dollar of Tron and the 25 eventual cent of BTT, this is all going to be based primarily in games. It's going to be placed in unique type of games and file sharing. It's going to be based with, well, the casino industry, games in general, BTTC chain, all the catalysts that I've mentioned in the past, when they all converge, and they will, you're going to see, in my opinion, an explosion that's going to make the Doge run look silly. Because here you have already built in serious utility NFTs are going to help with the rocket fuel, and there's going to be a launch that's going to take the industry by storm. A lot of people are going to be very, very stunned, surprised. We got institutional bulls back and Bitcoin after weeks of altcoin accumulation. So it's getting interesting again. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Hope as usual this finds you healthy and happy.